And they're going in with a different goalkeeper. Normally number 1, Tom Sire, is the goalkeeper there. But in fact, it's the giant Patrick Thomason who will start in goal this time. Bilero Tala, Letink and Marshall, the other starting players. Coach Nico Spry since 1996, taking over after the last World Championships for Thailand. Their goalkeeper is number 1, Vilad Noncharon, Pudi Yanta, Phang Phu and Hong Yul, the starting 5. Their coach is the former Brazilian Silvio Pinheiro, and he has been given the task of developing the sport of futsal in Thailand over the next few years. We're at Teodoro Flores Stadium. The stadium holds around 4,000 fans. Most of the fans today, though, have made their way to El Doro Stadium across town. And at El Domo, they are hosting another 8 teams, the other 8 teams in the tournament, including Guatemala, the host nation, and Brazil. And I can tell you that the Brazilians, the world champions, have been in red-hot form. There are the referees in charge. Antonin Herzog is the chief referee in charge of this encounter. The Brazilians warming up for the second stage, though, and they recorded a mighty victory over Guatemala. Disappointment for the host nation. The score, 29-2. That's right, 29-2. So, Brazil through to the next phase, undefeated in Group A, and also going through in Group A, it was Portugal who defeated Kazakhstan, a score there of 6-2. So they're the 2 teams who are through in Group A, which is all over. We're now watching Group B, where the Netherlands will be starting with 2 wins behind their name already. And this is the man in goal I mentioned, Patrick Thomason. He's a veteran at 35 years of age, but look at the size of him. He barely fits into the goal. And he'll be very hard for Thailand to pass. The bench for the Netherlands, the coaching staff, led by Nico Spry. And we'll get this match underway in just a few moments' time. The Netherlands appearing at their 4th World Championships. In fact, they were runners-up at the first World titles when the Netherlands hosted the championships back in 1989. And they have emerged as one of the very strong teams in the worldwide game of futsal. It's going to be Thailand to kick the ball off, as referee Herzog looks at his watch, gives the nod, all clear, get proceedings underway, checks with the bench. Goalkeepers are both ready, and the whistle blows. So it's Thailand with the first possession of the ball. Kong Yo is the tall number 14. Yanta is number 5. This is going to be a big test for the team from Thailand, making their first appearance at the World Championships. They have lost both their opening games. Long shot, deflection off one of the Dutch defenders. And there is Patrick Thomason, and now the goal mouth is 3 metres wide by 2 metres high, and Thomason barely leaves an opening there. He's a very big man. Phang Phu, out of play. So Thomason will clear it away. Phang Phu, number 13 for Thailand. Letink, he was one of the stars of this Dutch side. Biloro, number 3, and number 6 is Tala. They pass it around across the halfway line. Tala goes back to Letink. Letink with that strapping supporting the left knee. Thomason. Interception for Thailand. That's a good move, and the shot was offline from Kong Yo. Just away to the right. As the Netherlands try to force it forward. And again, they're robbed of the ball, so Thailand defending grimly. Phang Phu, number 13, be taken by Anton Biloro, one of the survivors of the 96 team. And really, as far as 1996 is concerned, the Netherlands don't have happy memories of it. They really want to forget about that campaign. They've started afresh with a new coach, appointed soon after the 96 World Championships, and their performances have been very good here in Guatemala 2000. Yanta. Still going Yanta, and that's a good shot from long range. From 15 metres out, and Patrick Thomason got a good feel of the ball. Let's have a look at this lethal left foot shot, and Thomason had to take it cleanly. Charge, an unhealthy charge by the player from Thailand, Pudi. So that is the first foul against Thailand. A little deflection. There was some holding going on down there. Marshall indicated he was being held. It wasn't penalised. This is the man who gave that foul away a moment ago. Pudi, Kongyo, Pudi chipping it forward. Nice little pass forward by Phang Phu. Moaz Tala will take it. He scored in the match against Egypt. In fact, quite a few of the Dutch players have got their names onto the score sheet in this tournament. They have had wins over Egypt and also Uruguay. And they haven't had things easy either, which does serve them well. Oh, this is dangerous. Pudi couldn't quite control it. Well, the Netherlands giving up possession of the ball on the halfway. Pudi pouncing, but he couldn't control the ball. This is how it happened. Marshall was there trying to get it, but Pudi was the man who was first there, eventually to the keeper. Pudi goes out to the right side now. Yanta to Phang Phu. It's going to be a tie ball over the sideline. 3 minutes into this match, it's 0-0. Thailand can't qualify for the second round, but they will be looking for victory here, or at least a very good performance to take home. And so far, they're making Patrick Thomason work hard. Yanta losing control. Tala. Letting will take it just beyond the halfway. Tala. Elliot Tima is now out there for the Netherlands. And once again, a foul is called, this time against the Netherlands. Yanta. So the foul count 1-1 at the moment. Yanta still going. Yanta, nice movement, forced over the sideline by Letting. Yanta. Well, they have had a lot of the ball, and Thailand certainly the underdogs going into this match. The favourites, the Netherlands, unbeaten. Thailand looking for a victory, but Thailand have had quite a bit of the play in the opening 4.5 minutes of this match. Tala. And out there now to Charden is the number 10 for the Netherlands. Letting to Charden. And over the sideline. Number 5 is Yanta, Panawat Yanta for Thailand. The game is quite new to Thailand. They'd be very happy to have made it this far. Letting with this free kick. Oh, well, the deflection was intended there for Tala. He couldn't control it. Fast break for Thailand. from the centre down to Pudi on the right side. And as we see Letting's free kick once again, it was a good intent there, but Tala just was unable to get to it. Mulmami is out there now, so too number 7 Frankfurt. Mulmami runs onto it again. Lots of changes. Laotima is number 4 on the far side. Clearing attempt there from Kongyo. Frankfurt. Laotima is the captain of this side, wearing the yellow armband. Laotima, 34-year-old, one of those players who played in '96. Now there's a chance for Pudi. Pudi, nice ball. Thailand with an opportunity. Can they get the pass away? Pudi ends up putting the shot in. Well, it was trapped there by Yanta, but probably took too long with it. And ultimately, Pudi shot in desperation. Mulmami. To Jardin, losing it once again. Well, Thailand, a very quick side, and Phang Pho once again on the break. They are able to make a good transition from their own half into attack and put on some scoring opportunities. So far, though, they've scored just 1 goal in the tournament, so finishing has been a problem, but they are a speedy team. Yanta, they'll take the ball from the side. It was off Frankfurt. Thailand putting lots of pressure on the Netherlands in the early 5 minutes of this match. Janta once again. They're going backwards at the moment. Pudi back to the keeper, Noncharon. Noncharon chipping the ball long. Well, it was too long, and Frankfurt allowed it to go over the goal line. Thomason out to Frankfurt. The Netherlands, while they are unbeaten, they haven't proven themselves to be a prolific scoring side. As I mentioned before, they've worked hard for their wins. They absorbed a lot of pressure against Uruguay. Some fine effort there. Yanta, Pudi, little deflection, still there. Thomason came out, big man, huge man when you see him up there against Yanta. As we see Pudi again, I think it may have been off Frankfurt, and that caused some distress for Thomason. The Netherlands really had a great workout against Uruguay. They led 1-0 at half-time. They got out to a 3-0 lead. Eventually Uruguay got a goal, and the final score there 3-1. So they had to withstand a lot of pressure, and that's good going into the second week of the tournament. Before that, they defeated Egypt 5-3. So they've scored 8 times in 2 matches, but that's down on the average. Conceded 4 goals. Free kick going to the Netherlands. Accumulated fouls now up to 3 for Thailand and 1 for the Netherlands. Yanta again, getting that break at the halfway. We've seen him do that. Pudi! Oh, into the side of the net. Thomason, he wouldn't want to have to jump too high. He could knock himself out on the woodwork. He is such a big man. And we saw this time he had it covered. Pudi with the break down the right side. Thomason got up high, but he has enormous reach. The pass astray. Biloro would take it to Frankfurt. Frankfurt. Number 6, Tala. Biloro goes back to Frankfurt. Around the corner, trying to work hard to Jardin. Back to Jardin. Tala himself. Frankfurt now. Tala knocked away by Yanta. Well, the Netherlands looking menacing as they pass the ball around just outside their area. Tala. Frankfurt on the right. So Jardine had the intent of knocking it back to the left. Pudi, number 4, who's been a busy, speedy player for Thailand in the first 7.5 minutes of this match. And it's been a good start, really, by Thailand. They've created opportunities. They've broken away quickly from the halfway. And at the moment, they've held the Netherlands goalless, which has been a fine performance. Marshall to Frankfurt. Tala. Marshall again, controlling it well. Where can he go, though? Tries to go on the left. Now centres the ball, but it's a loose pass. Pudi comes away with it. Chance for him to pass it downfield. Breaking away with Kai-Gao. Takes it himself. Yanta to Pudi. Yanta again. No real advantage in playing it the way he ended up doing so. Tala. Letink. Marshall tries the little back pass, but he gives away possession. Here go Thailand. Kong Yao. The shot over the top of the goal, over the top of Thomason. And it was a strong shot once again from Pudi on the right side. Pudi immediately goes to the substitutes bench after shooting it long. Munjaran is the man who's come on in his place, the number 7. One of the very good players in this Thailand side. Out it goes now. Good break, and another good shot on goal. Prepar. Well, that was a good burst down the left side by Prepar. But the 27-year-old once again unable to pass Patrick Thomason. Thailand again winning the ball, and once they do win it, they dash downfield. And the shot again coming in from the right. The Netherlands with so much possession, 68% to 32. But it's an exciting Thailand side as they take the ball down the field and they keep shooting it from the right side. Kai-Gao once again missing. Chipping it in, Kai-Gao. They'll keep on trying. Not really too many on target though. Thomason. Letink. So much possession for the Netherlands, and when you think the Netherlands unbeaten, defeating Egypt and Uruguay, Thailand on the end of a big loss to Egypt, it really was expected to be the Netherlands doing it quite well, but here we are just about at the halfway mark of the opening period and it's still 0-0, so well done Thailand. Despite conceding so much possession, holding the Netherlands out. And once again across the sideline. Coaching staff there for the Netherlands. Nico Spry wondering when this first goal will come. Lea Tima, the skipper. Tala. Marshall. Marshall still going. Puts the shot into the right side of the net. Noncharon, the goalkeeper, in position. Didn't need to get a hand on it, as it turned out. And he really hasn't been put under too much pressure. So the Netherlands will just keep passing the ball around. It's two contrasting styles. Thailand so fast, the Netherlands so patient. The European sides in numbers have dominated the sport of futsal. 3 of the 4 semi-finalists to the 1996 World Championships were from Europe. But of course, there's one team that stands out way above them. That's the team from Brazil. Good build-up once again for Thailand, and Thomason saving the shot on goal by Gaikal. Letink. As we see this shot from Gaikal. Thomason in the way. Tallo running out of space. Yes, so 3 of the 4 teams in 96 from Europe, the semi-finalists, but they finished 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Of course, it was Brazil who won the championship for the 3rd time at 3 attempts. But certainly with numbers, there's a lot of depth in the sport of futsal throughout Europe. Marshall losing it, and once again Thailand raced it forward, and the shot from Kaigao was way to the right again. He's so quick once he gets the ball. But on only a couple of occasions has Patrick Thomason been pressured to make the save. Letink. Leotima taking his time, chipping it nicely. Tallo, the header over the top. Well, it was a lovely move down the left side. The skipper, Pascal, in fact, it was Leotima holding onto the ball and just chipping it over the top. Tallo was there, but he couldn't find the net. Once again, Thomason taking a loose ball for the Netherlands. Tallo again. Long ball. Noncharon. Leotima, nice ball to Letink. Oh, lovely work, the Netherlands. First goal of the match. Put away by Tjaarden. Oh, yes, that was brilliant. Lovely work by the Netherlands. From left side to right side. Letink and Tjaarden was there. And he beat Noncharon. And the first goal of the match going to the Netherlands. It's come in the 12th minute. And Max Tjaarden, the 29-year-old, has opened the scoring. It's 1-0 to the Netherlands. Well, they've had to work hard for it. Coming in the 12th minute. Leotima. Letink. Tjaarden was waiting for it, decided to shoot himself. And Tjaarden, the man who scored the goal. His first goal of the championships. So he joins Marshall, who scored twice. Letink is the main scorer. Scored 2 in the match against Uruguay and 2 in the match against Egypt. That's that man Letink now who put the shot in. Gives it back to the goal scorer, Tjaarden. Leotima, nice ball. Tala couldn't get his head on it. Tala. Now, Thailand find themselves a goal down. They will continue to attack, I'm sure, though. Nothing lost. Fung Fu shot. Thomason. Hank Leotima, captain of the team. Mulmani is out there. Frankfurt back to Leotima. He's the most capped player for the Netherlands. 101 internationals. This is his 102nd. A veteran of the team at 34 years of age. What an outstanding career he's had. Mulmani to Tjaarden, back to him, and who's waiting for it? It was almost Frankfurt. Just too wide for him. Prepon, as we see that opportunity once again, and Frankfurt was just out of position. One-nil to the Netherlands after 13.5 minutes play. This Group B encounter at Teodoro Flores Stadium, the first time these teams have played at this second of the venues at Guatemala 2000. They've played their opening matches at El Domo, but the teams have switched around for this last big day of competition. There's the Thai coach, Silvio Pinheiro. Frankfurt. Mulmani. Just wide. Well, suddenly, with a goal lead, The Netherlands are looking a little bit more creative, a little more confident. That defensive kick finding only Beloro of the Netherlands. Mulmani back to Frankfurt on the halfway. They hold onto the ball a long time, the Netherlands. They don't want to give it away easily. That time they lose it though. Fangful. Oh, big chance, Thailand! Thailand still there, and the shot going astray, just wobbling across the goal line. Kagao had it, held onto it, tried to get his shot in, and Fangful finally miskicked it. They've got the corner. Kong Yao, Prepul. Well, that's bad luck for Thailand. They really did open up the defence of the Netherlands. And they had a big chance of scoring the equaliser, but they were unable to do so. They've scored just once in the championship so far. That was against Uruguay. The man who scored was Peakham. The Netherlands have now scored 9 times in total, including once in this match. Mulmani. Frankfurt back to Mulmani. Beliro is waiting for it. He can go back to Frankfurt. They'll start a second time. Mulmani again. As I mentioned, such patience with the ball, passing it around. 9 attempts on goal for Thailand. Well, that just gives you an indication of their attacking flair. On target, 3-1, importantly for the Netherlands. That one was right on target. Down the right side again, that fast break. So the Netherlands have had all the possession, but they hold on to the ball. That's the difference. They get the ball, they hold on to it. When Thailand get the ball, they just take it down quickly and shoot it at goal. That's why the statistics read that way. Into the side of the net from Frankfurt. And he said it was off the goalkeeper. In fact, the goalkeeper, I think, has indicated that, and we're going to have a corner. Tejardin will take it. Max Tejardin, who was the man who scored the goal in the 12th minute, takes the corner. It's going to be Thailand's ball. Or is it? No, it's not. Beliro. Players warming up on the bench for Thailand. Substitutions about to be made. Mulmani holding on. Free kick Netherlands to Tejardin. He's got 2 to beat out there, and the numbers win out for Thailand. Prepul. Under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Thailand have done well to hold the Netherlands. The Netherlands making their 4th appearance at World Championships, so experienced at the elite level of competition. Thailand here for the first time. 3rd in the Asian qualifiers. They beat Japan 8-6 in a playoff. Frankfurt needing to quickly back to Thomason, who played it. Frankfurt, well, some urgency now in the Netherlands defence as Thailand go forward again. Chance for Thailand. Thomason, free kick has been given away. The foul against Netherlands, and that will give Thailand an opportunity. The man on the break was Fangful, and a little bit of holding going on there, and the foul was eventually picked up against Mulmani. Pirsai's the man to take it. No, he lets it go. The shot from way out at 10 metres. Yanta put it a long way over the top. And Silvio Pinheiro sits down disappointedly. Frankfurt. The top 2 teams in each group go through to the second stage of the competition. The Netherlands, by their first 2 wins, making sure they're certain of doing that. The second team will be the winner of the game between Egypt and Uruguay. They are meeting at El Domo as we speak. Both with 1 win and 1 loss. Egypt ahead on goal difference. But it's quite simple. The winner of that encounter goes through with the Netherlands into the second stage of the competition. Fung Fu to the right. They won't die wondering. They keep putting the shots in on goal. And I think that's a good thing. Well, that's a clever pass by Leotima. Bolero. They will take the corner through the skipper, Leotima. Number 5 out there now is Langenhausen. Leotima to take it. 2.5 minutes out from half-time. Trying for a second before the break. Frankfurt, Beloro. Back to Frankfurt. Beloro holding things up. Vitink to Leotima again. At the moment, they're holding on to a 1-goal lead. The score coming in the 12th minute to Chicharden. Letink. Going through the middle there. Back to Letink. Shot on goal, saved. Little fumble from Noncharan. Counter-attack for Thailand. As we see it once again, the build-up was quite good. They didn't really find the open space they wanted, and Letink's shot was straight to the keeper. Leotima to Letink. Henny Letink is the man who is the danger man when they go forward. 2 goals in each of the first 2 matches. In fact, he's the leading scorer. 2 assists as well in the tournament. What good work by Leotima. Oh, the shot not quite there. Letting again, and finally Leotima. They just didn't stop trying, and Leotima is the man who gets the reward. From close in, Leotima scores the 2nd goal for the Netherlands. Well, they kept passing it around, and the Netherlands taking a 2-0 lead over Thailand in Group B. Just over a minute away from half-time. Crucial goal for the Netherlands, and that really gives them a handy buffer. Hanki van het Leotima. First goal of the championships, the captain of the team. Letting, holding, I thought. Piasai still goes away. Shot is wide. Kagao again shooting from the right side. As we see, once again, the passing around by the Netherlands. And finally, it was Leotima who passed the keeper, Willard Noncharan. Number 5 is Langenhausen. Big, tall man is Langenhausen. Defending now, though, as Piasai has it for Thailand and gives away possession with 21 seconds remaining. Letink. Leotima, the man who scored the goal a moment ago. He's on the far side, awaits the pass. It goes long instead. Noncharan has it. Now another quick break down the right side. Last chance. Janta was there waiting on the left. I don't think he was expecting it, because very rarely does the pass come over that way. It's nearly always shot down the right side, and the shot on goal goes straight in from particularly Kagao, who's been doing a lot of that running. Instead, the pass came this time. Langenhausen right on the half-time. And at half-time, it's the Netherlands in control, leading Thailand 2-0. A last round Group B encounter. And the Dutch very much the favourites going into this match, but working hard to fight off a very game team from Thailand. As we have a look at the 2 goals that were scored, The first one came from Tjardin. And again, we see the benefits of the Netherlands holding onto the ball, passing it around. They chipped it around between 3 players before Tjardin was the man who was able to slot it home from 6 metres. And then the second goal coming just a minute before half-time. And again, they passed it around from right side to left. And then Layatima eventually was the man who was able to put it into the net. So Layatima, the skipper.
改正の考え方、フットサルの特徴を生かすスピーディーさを助長しよう、それからフェアプレーを確保しよう、これについてはですね、やはり3つぐらいなポイントがあるのかと思います。でその一つは、まずハーフウェイラインを越えてゴールキーパーがボールを投げていい。これまではハーフウェイラインを越えてゴールキーパーはボールを投げることができませんでした。やはりゴールキーパーというのは特殊な存在ですので、そのプレーには制限がありました。しかしながら今度の改正でゴールキーパーはトップのプレイヤーに直接正確なパスが投げられる。そうすればスピーディーにプレーが展開できる。あるいはそこから速い得点が生まれるということもあると思います。もう一つはそのフットサルのピッチというのは縦が40メートル、横が20メートル、大体そうなんですけども、このピッチを全て広く使うことができるんじゃないかと。2つ目のポイントです。自由な交代というものがより進められることになりました。今まではボールがインプレー中に自由に交代できるのはフィールドプレーヤーだけだったんですね。でこれがゴールキーパーも含められるということになりました。フットサルでは4秒ルールというものが適用されて、何でも早く観客や選手を飽きさせないような速いプレーが求められてますね。でゴールキーパーの交代についても、ボールがインプレー中にやっていいよということがあると思います。でこれはですね、フィールドプレーヤーがゴールキーパーのユニフォームを着て、ピッチに立って5人でプレーをする。もちろんその ゴールキーパーとしての資質が、能力というものが高くないんで、リスクではあると思うんですけども、逆に言うと攻撃的になると、こういうことがこういうプレーができるようになったということがあると思います。もう一つ、3つ目となると思いますけれども、これまで、反則を1チーム6つ重ねると第2 PK ペナルティーマークから壁がないゴールキーパーと1対1のフリーキックが与えられました。でこの距離がこれまではゴールラインから12メートルのところでした。しかしながら今年の改正でゴールラインから10メートルのところになりました。10メートルというとやはりそこから壁がなくてゴールキーパーと1対1であれば非常に得点のチャンスが生まれると思います。これは得点のチャンスを増やすということでもあるんですけれども、やはり反則をより少なくしようと。フットサルというのはサッカーのそのエッセンスのようなゲームです。反則をなるべく少なくしてフェアプレーに徹して行ってくださいというようなところなのかと思います。
日本フットサル連盟はですね、本年今まで20数年の歴史の中で初めて改組再編という形で取らせていただきまして、全国の地域にの代表の理事を入れていただいて、それで各地域にまで全国展開ができるようにという組織を改編しました。その中で日本フットサル連盟がこれからやらなきゃいけないこととかということが自然と出てきたわけですけど、その中でやっぱり一番大事なことはリーグ戦を各地域でやっていただこうということに、決めましてですね、各地域にできるだけ早い時期にリーグ戦を展開していただいて、それでそのトータルの中でその上には日本を代表するリーグが将来的にできればというのが目標にですね、競技性の一つはそれがあります。それからもう一つは、普及ということではサッカーのファミリーがたくさん増えるように、我々の中で、いつでもどこでも誰でもという理念のもとにですね、多くの方がサッカーを愛し、それでフットサルの愛好者になっていただいてですね、サッカーファミリーを拡大していくというのが、一つの狙いであります。
Prevent them, regardless of the result here, making it through to the second stage of the tournament. They lost to Uruguay 4-1 that scoreline, and to Egypt 7-0. So second half is underway. Netherlands working hard for their goals. Remarkable given the amount of possession they had, finding scoring so difficult, and that really is a feather in the cap of the Thailand defence. Working from right to left in this half, aside from the Netherlands to Charden. Oh, almost back to Frankfurt. Lian Tama. The skipper once again. Frankfurt. Long ball to Charden. Frankfurt dashing past. To Charden will shoot himself. Keeper went down. Frankfurt couldn't quite pounce on that bouncing ball. The ball is going to be taken by the Netherlands. Some confusion down there. It's a corner though. Normani. Back to Frankfurt. Leotima. Clever work. Normani got it out to Charden. Back he goes to the captain. That was a loose pass. And the captain has a little glance over his shoulder, disappointed to give up possession so easily. It's something that the Netherlands certainly weren't doing in the first half. Their passes were sticking, but they were taking a little while in taking the ball into their goal area. Working hard was the Thailand player out there, Munjaran. Now it's out to Samrafan. Samrafan still going. Namunjaran back to Samrafan. Samrafan can't quite get it to the right side. Goes to the left. Palasa is the skipper. Didn't see much of him in the first half. Almost the opportunity there created by Samrafan. The ball was sent in by Munjaran, and Samrafan was there. Wasn't able to get a touch. Still there. Goalkeeper goes down, Thomason. Such a big man, hard to pass, but interesting to see him having to dive for them because he has to go down a very long way. Leotima out to the right side to Jarden. Frankfurt back to Jarden. They will work hard. They will pass the ball around. They will eat up valuable seconds. Long way to go in this match, but that's just the nature of their game. Keep the ball off the opposition, pass it around, and try to find an opportunity ultimately to have a shot at the goals. Munani, Frankfurt. Leotima, Frankfurt holds it up, tries to pass it to Leotima, but they lose it. Quick break there for Thailand. And Jaren's pass to the left side, intercepted. They will take the corner. Palasa short into the side. Thomassen was waiting for it, the 35-year-old goalkeeper for the Netherlands. Tom Sear will probably be in goal for the later matches of the tournament, but this is an opportunity for Nico Spry to use his other players. To Jarden. In goes the shot. Biloro! So close! My word, what a shot that was from the right side. Anton Bilero was pouncing on it. It hit the woodwork. Thailand trying to work it forward again. They were so quick in the first half. On the counter-attack, they had very fast legs. And forcing some solid defence by the Netherlands, but the shots weren't on target. That was the problem. It'll be a goal kick taken by Noncharan. Pickup, it's number 3. Passes nicely. Samrafan, Thomassen. Oh, so fast was Picum, having given the pass away, kept going down the field and almost had a chance again. The speed in the legs of the players from Thailand and the good save by Thomassen. Biloro. Tajarden has spent a lot of time out there right throughout the match. Umani, Biloro, so too has Frankfurt. Against Thailand. So the first of their fouls of the second half. Neither side really found themselves in foul trouble in the first half. Biloro. Got to Jarden with him, and on the other side he had Momani. Another corner from that side. Frankfurt, as we see this play once again, Momani's shot was saved well by Noncharan. Biloro. This is a chance for Frankfurt. Frankfurt still going, has to beat the keeper, but he's there, Noncharan. A lot of holding going on out there now. 2-on-1, the trip. The foul against the Netherlands. Foul count 1-all. 4.5 minutes into the second half. And Jaron still going. Over the top of Tajarden. Back in the direction of Munjaran, but Chance now for Biloro. Frankfurt. Jardin is the man who scored the first goal of the match. He scored in the 12th minute. Mulmani. Out of play. %73% possession, so it's just growing all the time. Thailand just 27%. Picum. Now the chance around the corner. Rafen couldn't control it, couldn't get a clean shot in. The players from the Netherlands much taller, much bigger than those from Thailand, but they're very speedy, the Thai players. It's a feature of their game. Rafen. Jaran got it back, over to the far side, down goes Picum. Substitutions being made on the bench for the Netherlands. About to have a chance is Leotima, the veteran captain. There he is now with the ball. Lettink. The Netherlands know what this level of futsal is all about. Of course, they hosted the first World Championships 11 years ago. How the sport of futsal has grown throughout the world since then. The Netherlands were the runners-up to Brazil at the first World Championships, played again in Hong Kong in 1992, again in 96 when they had a disappointing finish to the championships, and here they are in 2000, a major force. Rafen. Munjaran, well, Picum was advancing. The last pass went astray. Let's have a look again. Picum wasn't far away, but instead it found Lettink. Leotima to Lettink. Lettink again, yes! A deflection off a Thai defender and ultimately past the keeper. And Lettink scores the goal for the Netherlands. Lettink has scored now in all 3 matches. There he is, the pass from Marshall, back to Lettink, beat one keeper, one defender, then the keeper. May have taken a deflection along the way, but Henny Lettink putting a strong shot in, and the Netherlands 3 leading Thailand 0. Henny Lettink now 5 goals in the championships. Rafen. Well, Lettink went into this round of matches as the leading goal scorer. But I can tell you that's changed. Leotima, it was blocked and set out. It has changed today because Brazil have recorded a huge win over Guatemala, as we see Leotima's shot once again. Brazil defeated Guatemala 29 goals to 2. An amazing scoreline. And Manuel Tobias scored 6 times. In fact, 10 of the Brazilian players ended up scoring, 29-2. What an amazing performance by the world champions, because Guatemala, you may recall, had a very good performance against Kazakhstan. They won their last match. That is the action at El Domo. At the moment, we're at Teodoro Flores. Into the second half of this match, it was 2-0 at half-time. It's now 3-0 thanks to Henny Lettink. Marshall is the man who goes down with the assist. Shot hopefully by the skipper for Thailand, Polasa. Thailand are learning to play the game of futsal. They've done very well to reach the World Championship finals. They finished 3rd in the Asian qualifying division. beating Japan in the playoff for third. Lost their semi-final to Iran. So the teams from Asia, and they are being spread around quite a bit. Iran, China and Malaysia were the finalists in '96. And Iran is the only team that's back here this time. Now Layatima from the corner. Layatima. Tala is there, so too Letting, who takes it. And now it'll be taken once again for the Netherlands. Letting waiting from Layatima. There's Letting, and waiting for it was Tala. Says, well, that was close. Frustrated at missing it. Just couldn't quite find the ball. Penny Letting. Layatima. Now that's a bad pass. Thailand a big chance down the right side. Now they're going to go. Oh, what a lovely movement. What a goal for Thailand. It's scored by the skipper. The pass came in from Sunrafan. And Palasa was the man who was able to put it into the net. Beautiful movement of the ball. Sunrafan, and Palasa was the man who converted. There was the pass. The keeper going from left to right. And at the other end, a good save. Non Charon. It's 3-1 to the Netherlands. So a good response. And there's another one. Goal number 4 for the Netherlands. Tuller is the man who has scored it. A very quick reply. It was back to 3-1. Now it's 4-1. Tuller scoring just a matter of 30 seconds after Palasa scored for Thailand. Tuller, the scorer. He scored against Egypt, and now he scores again. The Netherlands 4-1 over Thailand. Both goals coming in the 28th minute. It so often happens. One team scores, and then as they're still full of jubilation, they lose concentration for a moment. The quick counter-attack, and there's a goal at the other end. It's happened here. It happened in the earlier match as well between Kazakhstan and Portugal. Thomason, poor clearance. Another chance for Thailand. Working hard. Tacharden takes the ball away for the Netherlands. Frankfurt, little deflection. Bilora, Tacharden, Frankfurt, no, into the side of the net. Good build-up. And the pace has picked up again. Thailand scoring and taking a foul here. A foul against Tacharden. So they will take the free kick, the Thai players. Second foul against the Netherlands in this half. And Thailand have registered just one so far. Scoreline 4-1 to the Netherlands over Thailand. Free kick taken. Palasa into Momani. So the ball to be taken from the side. And Thailand will try to build up once again. Good block there by Tacharden. Noncharon. Over the head of Momani. The Netherlands have already made sure of their passage through to the second phase of the tournament with their early wins over Egypt and also Uruguay. Give the impression, though, they're not the sort of team to put others away. Thailand's attack once again. Congo. Deflection. Patrick Thomason knows that he has to be right on his toes now because Thailand mounting the pressure. They trail by 3 goals. Way over the top. 14-13, the attempts on goal. And given the fact that the possession is very much in the Netherlands' favour, around 70% to 30%, it's a matter of making the most of your opportunities as far as Thailand's concerned. Biloro. Omani back to Biloro. Chance once again, cleared away. Frankfurt blocking. Palazzo. Thailand on the attack again. If he can get the pass to Palazzo, yes he can. Palazzo stopped by Thomason. Thai player is down. Fung Fu holding that left leg of his. May have got an accidental kick. Yes, indeed he did. And there was the desperate save by Thomason. Fung Fu has been a good player for Thailand, speedy player, and he is assisted from the pitch. He will receive some treatment. Let's hope he is okay to continue because he is an important member of this Thailand team. And that's how it happened. Pudi comes on to replace him. And he showed us his speed in the first half. And the possession is back with the Netherlands. Frankfurt to Biloro. Inside the last 10 minutes of this match. To Chardon. Pass going astray. Thailand on the attack again. But a clever takeaway by Chardon. Still going to Chardon. Good save by the keeper. Pressure applied. Counter-attack now. Thailand. Kongyu. And now it's going back to the other end. Frankfurt to Chardon. Deep. And can't take control of it. Well, quick transference of play from both sides. Polasa. The man who scored the goal for Thailand. They've had only 2 occasions to celebrate goals in the championships. Once against Uruguay, and now once in this match against the Netherlands. Both times there, their opponents have scored more. To Chardon. Biloro waits for it. Frankfurt on the left, though. Can go all the way across to Biloro. That's what he does now. Deflection, out of play, taken by Frankfurt. Biloro. Oh, yes! Oh, yes, he beat his opponent and slotted it almost from the sideline. Biloro scores his first goal. It's 5-1. The Netherlands over Thailand. Look at this goal. How did he turn around and get it past the keeper? So deep. An amazing strike. And Anton Biloro gets his first goal of not only this match, but indeed of the championships. That was a lovely goal. Anton Biloro. Something of a veteran of this side. He goes off to celebrate now. 31-year-old who played in the 96 championships. And he scores a goal to remember. Leotima comes on, so too does Lettink. Lettink to Marshall, out to Leotima. Lettink again, Leotima making good space. Now they slow it down. Leotima goes back to Tala. Tala still going, onto his left, kicks with the right. Polasa takes it away for Thailand. Fast pass to Pudi, who can't control. Letting. Leatima. The Netherlands really have just ground out their lead. There's 7.5 minutes remaining in the match. And gradually they've been able to work their way into scoring positions through patience as much as anything. Good considered build-ups. Most of the goals coming from a fine interchange of passes. And they've been able to score 5 times to 1. I think that is the difference with Thailand just not able to get the ball. The fast breaks have been impressive. They've been exciting, but they haven't passed the ball so much. They've relied on the fast break and then the quick fire shot. Leatima. Leatima does well. Marshall. They lose the ball this time though. Kongyo. Palazzo back to Kongyo. Prepa. Deep is Pudi. Still there. Could be a goal. Thomason got in the way. It wasn't a real save. He simply picked himself off the floor. Tala at the other end of the goal. Letting. Tala the assist. And Letting the goal. And Coach Nico Spry is a very happy man with that effort. It was a quick transference from one end to the other, and it ended up with goal number 6. Talo was the man who gave it to Letting. There's the Talo running onto it, controlling, and Henny Letting said thank you. And once again, he scores a double. 6-1 to Thailand, rather 6-1 the Netherlands over Thailand. This is the most goals that the Netherlands have been able to score in the championship so far. 5 against Egypt, 3 against Uruguay. Henny Letting has scored 2 in each of the games. So 6 goals for the championships. And yet, having said that, it's the number 5, Pascual Langenhausen, who is the top goal scorer in the Dutch competition. Langenhausen hasn't seen much of the play. Tala lost the ball that time. Once again, Thailand trying to go forward quickly. Leatima. Now it goes out to the man who has scored twice. Marshall, yeah, dear oh dear. He wasn't far away. Just missing to the right. And the shots are starting to come thick and fast. Rene Marshall. Again, he has scored in both the early matches. Not too far off scoring again. Thailand bring it down quickly. Marshall takes it back. Letting. He's got Tala. Out to Letting. Wasn't a good pass. A speedy attack from the Netherlands. The last pass going astray. The Netherlands will finish on top of Group B. And that will give them a good draw going into the second round. They may score again here. Marshall Letting under pressure from Yanta. So they'll be well pleased finishing on top of their pool. Free kick to be taken. Just 2 fouls each so far in this half. It's been a good clean game. 5 minutes remaining. Leatima off to Marshall. It was intended back for Leatima, but Thailand with a chance as they quickly take it down. Leatima in the right spot takes possession. Back to Letting, who slows it right down. Leatima, Tala is waiting for it. Not a good pass. Not a very good pass at all. A slight lapse in concentration. and taken by Peacock. Kongyo, back to Peacock. Graypar. Now he goes back to Yanta. And trying to force the ball on in the direction of the goal. Peacock way off target. Marshall. Letting was drifting down on the inside. Thailand with another chance. The pass wasn't straight. Peacock again. Still with it. Goalkeeper was there. Very hard to pass a goal with that big man in it. Marshall just missing with the left. Leotima giving the ball off to Marshall. There was Leotima onto the outside. Unable to make the most of the chance. Leotima again. Any Letting has scored twice in all 3 matches. Perhaps this time he can make it a hat-trick. Thailand for a corner. It'll be taken by Yanta. The youngest member of this team at 21. Shot not causing any problems by Pirsai. Silvio Pinheiro, the coach of the Thailand team. The game in Thailand is quite young. Most of these players play outdoor football. And Silvio Pinheiro has been recruited from Brazil to try to develop the game in that country. The best player in terms of outdoor soccer is Tutsa, and he's not here, so that doesn't help Thailand's cause at all. But hopefully in that country the game will become specialised, because the leading teams have specialists at indoor futsal. To Chardon, still going. Yes, works away from one, beats a second, and it gives the ball up to Momani. Now Beloro. Frankfurt. To Chardon, calls for it. Yes, through to Chardon. Goalkeeper got a hand on it. Noncharan. This was clever work by Tajardin. It was good control of the ball. Decided to shoot it himself. Frankfurt. Now to Beloro. Momani. To Jardin again. Nice pass. Momani. Good save by Noncharan. Read it well. Shifting the ball from the right side across to the left, but the goalkeeper had it covered. Foul called on Peacock. Third foul for Thailand. Only 2 against the Netherlands, with under 2.5 minutes remaining. To Chardon's always the man who holds it up at that target spot, the pivot, Biloro. To Chardon. Down the left side, tries to work his way around, still going to Chardon. Clever work, the shot came in. Oh, Frankfurt almost. They beat the keeper, but back there helping out, Pirsai. So close again for the Netherlands, who led 2-0 at half-time. They've scored through Letting, Tala, Beloro and Letting again in this 4-goal second half. Beloro. There's one of the goal scorers, Beloro. So is this man, to Chardon around the corner into Peacock. Just trying to hold on the Thailand players at the moment, because it's one attack after the other being mounted by the Netherlands. Mani, he will take it from the side. We're at Teodoro Flores Stadium. The last day of first round action. This is the last first round match for both Thailand and the Netherlands. Thailand look as if they're going to finish their first World Championship campaign without victory. The Netherlands will go in with 3 wins into the second round. Good strike over the top though from Yanta. I think Thailand will learn a lot about the game of futsal from Silvio Pinheiro over the next few years. Ron Sim is in goal now for the Netherlands. A late change being made, taking the place of Patrick Thomassen, who has done a pretty good job, allowing only 1 goal past him. Thailand with it for Praypont once again. PSI. PSI still going. Frankfurt. PSI to take it from the side. Inside the last minute now. PSI. Praypart still with the ball. Now he feeds the pass away. Yanta on the side, almost up on the halfway. Tries to pass Biloro. Biloro knows the ball's about to go out and lets it roll across the line, using his body well. So Biloro takes it from the side. And behind the play, second referee has blown his whistle. At the other end has a little talk to Preecombe. Oh yes. Well, Tajardin saw Moumani by himself. It was a clever flick on. Moumani was unchecked and could have advanced on the goal, but it was a little wide. Biloro will tidy up at the other end. 30 seconds remaining. The Netherlands leading Thailand 6-1. And once again the whistle. And that was the little altercation that was taking place a moment ago. The free kick has been picked out. It will go Thailand's way, and once again Preecombe is the man in the firing line of the referee. Nico Spry looking on as Frankfurt will take the free kick. 3 accumulated fouls against Thailand now, 3 also against the Netherlands. The wall in place. Frankfurt and Biloro, and also out there Moumani. Biloro, they had to wait. Ball found the back of the net, but it was way after the whistle. They'll take it a second time. Silvio Pinheiro showing some consternation on the Thai bench. Frankfurt, and Thailand will bring it back quickly. Praypont down the field. Will he have a shot? Yes, he does, but it was off a Dutch defender, taken away by the keeper, almost into the net. The quick clearance downfield, and Tajardin got his head to it. Close to the sideline. It was still in play. Biloro. Just a fraction of a second remaining as the whistle blows. And the last possession will go the way of the Netherlands. A long ball way up the field. And the clock didn't restart. Now it's full time. All over. And a convincing victory to the Netherlands. They make it 3 victories in a row. First of all, they beat Egypt. Then they beat Uruguay. And today, here at Teodoro Florence Stadium, they have recorded a 6-1 victory over Thailand. The final score, the Netherlands 6, Thailand 1. A game performance by Thailand, but the Netherlands side far too experienced, far too powerful. Thailand.